Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. We are still solving equations involving indices. Let's try to solve this. 2 times 25 raised to x is equal to 3 minus 5 raised to x. So this is 25 can be written to base 5. So this is 5 squared. X is equal to 3 minus 5 raised to x. Equating the entire equation to 0 by applying the addition property of equality. We have 2 times 5 raised to 2x plus 5 raised to x minus 3 is equal to 0. We use addition property of equality. I'm not going to discuss all the properties of equality here. At this level, should know all of them. Then we proceed by substitution. Let y be equal to 5 raised to x. So this is 2 times 5 raised to x. I want you to see the 5 raised to x there. Okay. Plus 5 raised to x minus 3. This is equal to 0. So this one is 2. The 5 raised to x here is our y. Then squared plus y minus 3 is equal to 0. Okay, doing factoring. I know there's several ways on how to do factoring. You can have your own way. Okay, multiply 2 and negative 3 here. 2 times negative 3, this will give us negative 6. And then the numerical coefficient of the middle term here, which is 1. So right here. And then the negative 6, this is the product of the factors. The 1 is the combination of your factors. What are the factors of negative 6 that will give you a positive 1? It will be positive 3 and negative 2. 3 times negative 2 is negative 6. Then 3 plus negative 2 is positive 1. So 3 and negative 2 are the correct factors to use to break down our middle term. So this is 2y squared minus 2y plus 3y minus 3 is equal to 0. Okay, so this is 2y squared minus 2y. This is one group. Plus 3y minus 3, another group. This is equal to 0. Then factor out 2y. 2y. It will be y minus 1 plus factor out 3. We still have y minus 1 is equal to 0. Y minus 1 is common, so factor it out. Y minus 1. So we have 2y plus 3. This is equal to 0. Okay. So y minus 1 is equal to 0. So y is 1. Then 2y plus 3 is equal to 0. Y is negative 3 over 2. Okay, so we have two values of y. But at this time we're going to examine further if we can use both values of y to solve for x. Okay. Let's start with y is equal to 1. So we have 5 raised to x. This is equal to 1. That's the value of y. Okay, so 5 raised to x. This is equal to 5 raised to 0. Any number that is raised to 0, that is equal to 1. So 5 raised to 0 is 1. So therefore x is 0. Okay. Now what about y is equal to negative 3 over 2? So we have 5 5 raised to x is equal to negative 3 over 2. Notice that for whatever value of x here, it will not give you negative 3 over 2. For example, 5 raised to 1, it will give you a 5. 5 raised to negative 2, it is 1 over 25. 5 squared is 25. So for whatever value of x here, it will not give you this one negative number, negative 3 over 2. So we cannot use this value of y, which is negative 3 over 2. We cannot use that one. So we only have one answer, and that is x is equal to 0. Okay? I want you to do something. I'll give you something to do. And the given is, you solve this one, solve this yourself. 3 raised to 8y plus 3 squared is equal to 10 times 3 raised to 4y. So again, this is your homework. You do this one. 3 raised to 8y plus 3 squared is equal to 10 multiplied by 3 raised to 4y. Okay? This is your assignment. You should get an answer that is y is equal to 0 or y is equal to 1/2. You have two answers here. Get this two answers. Okay? Message me if you cannot get the answer. Bye.